Alright, time for some, first world problems, nagging or complaining. So, I don't even know how to start this. Modern Ops, you got some major issues that I'm gonna complain about, because you explained to me a few things, and I don't even know where to begin to complain about them. Where do I even start? Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's a good place to start. So, there's this new Halloween, challenges, right? And one of them is the skin, and I was mad excited for it because I wanted, just, some new skins, and it was favorite color scheme, and it was female, so I got excited for it, especially since one of the challenges was one that I used to get that blue cowboy, and it was right here. 400 scythe kills. 400 scythe kills. I got 8 of them already, but that was just out of sheer luck. And I used to, the way I got this skin for it was, obviously by playing Knives Only, and there was a guy that always had it, and he always dropped it, so I got lucky and just kept playing those games, picking up his and Knives Only, until I got this skin. And, there it is to prove it. And the upsetting thing is I won't be able to get that new skin, and I was really excited for it, not only because favorite color scheme, but because voice lines. I was really excited for the voice lines that it was going to have. I deserved this skin. I was supposed to get it. I was only one challenge away, and that was katana kills, but there was no way to get a katana. I didn't have the 12 grand gold, and nobody was dropping it, and Killer Kibble, another YouTuber, I kept asking him to let me borrow his and get the kills, and he basically just said no. Very unhelpful. I'm not gonna lie, I do think female skins are low-key kind of gross, but the color scheme is gnarly, and it would change the voice lines, and just something about this aesthetic, this mask and gun, I think just fit well with it. I don't know. Point is, I was really excited to get it, and I could have gotten it, but I got this hunk of garbage in one of the crates, and I was mad excited for it. It was a new SMG. It was the one every YouTuber is using. I don't get why. This thing genuinely sucks. Like, this thing is genuinely trash. I can't get a single kill with it, and that's using a helmet and a bunch of other crap to give it a 20% headshot multiplier. I land only headshots, and even in free-for-all this thing is trash. And the cheapest parts are these, and clearly I'm not about to get those. Maybe in the future, and it might suck less, but anyway, getting this is the reason why they put me in a new Knives Only server, and no one uses the scythe. So you can imagine how frustrating that is. How I could have gotten this skin, and they just took it away from me. Very upset about that whole dumb situation. This is so far the only gun I can even use to get a kill, and I can even run up some gameplays to prove that, but I can only do this video so long, because past 15 minutes, YouTube doesn't let you post for free, something like that, I don't know. I was excited to do this gameplay, because 3 years of playing, really excited to use this Tech 9, because that was really helpful with the sniper class. It's not doing too good right now, but I haven't gotten all the parts for it anyways. So nothing really too much to complain about there, but I will fairly complain about a few other things, such as this being trash in my condition, and the fact that the only way I can get gold is with these garbage ads. Actually, I'm not going to complain about the ads too much. I mean, I got 10,000 gold recently, so it's not that bad, but I think it's just so irritating because all of that pain of not getting that skin was after getting rejected from this skin because of some stupid BS. But this, I'm really mad I'm not going to get because of the new voice lines. The aesthetic it has for like both the guns and helmets are low-key fire. And the fact that in free-for-all mode, I'm stuck with the generic skin, which thankfully was updated to whatever you call this pink version, but either way, it's still disappointing that I could have gotten a new skin for free-for-all that I'm often stuck playing because nothing else works, and because I can't afford any BS. This makes me mad because this was an idea I had that they took. Color scheme kind of proves that, and of course the armor regeneration. I can only dream of getting this. I want to use this, obviously maxed out if possible, with preferably this. There's a few after it, but other than this one, because it reduces damage by 10% from everything, I can only assume that is the only better option from this, and I just can't afford those cases. Like I just can't. There is a lot of issues going on there. So I think for the remainder of this 7 minutes I'm gonna take up is to just complain that just to first of all explain that my goal for this game, if I do continue playing it after the insult that is losing that skin, my goal is to have this and possibly this, which luckily I might actually find possible because of this. It might actually be possible. So that'd be good. If I got the black hat, I wouldn't be too mad, but my main thing that I would like out of this game, above all, by some miracle I was able to pick it up, was a gun that I wanted them to add, and when they did was shocking enough. That would have been a funny enough coincidence. But it's the one at the very bottom, the M60. I couldn't really film the gameplay, but there's proof I used it. I got 4 kills, and I didn't really get to use the effect for it, which is part of the reason I'm a little upset that they took my idea and then proceeded to take another idea with the gun, and that was reduce damage received by 30% for armor above 50%. My armor was long cut in half and I had no medkit, so I didn't get to actually use the feature at all, but I bet it would have been cool to see happen. And what the maxed out armor, I bet it's amazing. There's other YouTubers that have used this dream class of mine, and yeah, it looks just about as much fun as I made it out to be. Makes it even worse is when they released this, as if that's not enough to steal my idea, the M60, because I kept saying I wanted them to add the M60. They not only gave it the rare feature that they didn't add in their much better game Tactical Ops, reduced damage by 30% for armor above 50%. Yeah, that's not only useful, but it cuts into the fact that my goal with this is to be as tanky as possible in this game. And the M60 has, 100, 200 ammo that can go all the way up to 250, 700, so that was another major thing, that they actually gave ammo in the gun, because you always wind up shooting an enemy and your clip emptying and them still having a full health bar. But that's modern ops in a nutshell. What makes it even worse though is when they made this, to add insult to injury, that's the skin that came with the battle pass that I regret not getting. Okay, my favorite color scheme is red and black, and I love the aesthetic of skulls on things, ironically. Of course, but I thought that it was weird that they coincidentally added this skin, this red, black, and skull. So I thought that was a bit of a slap in the face as well. Steal my idea, steal an idea for a paint job for it, steal a feature idea, and then slap me in the face by making it impossible for me to get without spending loads of money. Loads and loads of money. My odds of getting it just by opening up these chests, which I have 2 free ones that I'll be able to open, but I doubt they'll get me the M60 right here that I want. So that rant aside, obviously I want the M60. I'm trying to get the M60 with Supreme Armor, with Shinobi Mask, with with this maxed out. I also really would like this because it would help with knife mode, even though it's kind of ruined as a game mode now because of the dumb servers. Another major problem that I have outside of it, I will get into in a minute, because obviously all of that and my dream gloves would obviously be either these or the golden ones, because armor penetration plus M60 machine gun extra damage, always great. But I don't even have gloves because they're borderline impossible to get unless you spend a ton of real life money. So, frick that, I guess. Frick that noise. 3 years of playing and I still don't have a pair of gloves. That's a problem on the game maker's behalf. Huge issue there. Especially since you're expecting me to get scythe kills with a $100 weapon. Another interesting thing is there's a knife that I don't even get to see. So there was a knife that they added. Some people don't even get to see. Crazy. So there's my dream class, and there's my rant on some ideas they took, alongside with this feature. 12% restore, which, you know, that's a useful feature that I would like to have as well. They make it absolutely impossible to get either of these. I'm not wasting gold on grenades, especially since it's 15 a day. Unless, of course, I do the challenges, and then it's a little bit more. I think it's like 25, so 50, 30, 80. That's 80 gold a day. Doesn't sound that bad, I don't guess, but I think the main issue is, and why I'm making this video in the first place, other than the fact I'm losing the skin, is my major complaint right now is the fact that the servers are all retarded. Like, the servers in this game, the servers are all messed up. You run to my knife mode servers, and the reason servers are so important for this type of game is because you're pinning me against enemies that have the class that I just described. The class that I just described. Meanwhile, I'm stuck with the one that I got because I only use what's free in this game. And as you can see, clearly, there's not a lot of free stuff in this game. So, I get tactical ops is in itself a good compensation, but after 3 years of dedicated labor playing this game, I finally have to get just absolutely fed up with the BS that is the BS that is, of course, this skin. That's the second time you screwed me out of a skin when I shouldn't even be screwed out of this one, because it's not katanas, it's scythe kills, which I got them before, picking up an enemy scythe. I mean, you can see on one server I got lucky and managed to get 8 kills in one game. You're pinning me against tryhards I don't need to be pinned against, and it's frustrating. So, when I don't get that skin, I'm gonna be upset per usual. But considering there's a new third-person game coming out of this company, there's 3 other games they constantly are working on, I doubt I'm gonna get any chance of them giving any care whatsoever about my problems. With that said, obviously it is a great game. They know it is. It's just they are very money hungry, and that's what annoys me. I think that's about all I have to say. I hope everything I just said was actually recorded. Ooh, I gotta cut this short. Well, all of that said, I guess I'm gonna end it here. Be impressed by my voice reveal. Adios.